Hi, everyone. Thank you guys so much for joining me for day 14 of my 21-day Pilates challenge. Woo! Day 14, 2 weeks down in the books. Give yourself a nice little high five on the back. Okay. You guys are doing excellent work here with me throughout this challenge. Just take a moment to reflect back on the last 2 weeks and the growth and the progress that you've made to this far. I'm certainly proud of you. Day 14, we're going to be doing a full body workout here. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. The equipment that I'm utilizing today is a set of ankle weights and a set of hand weights. You don't have to utilize any of this equipment. All you need is just your beautiful fine selves on your mat, and then we're going to go ahead and get started. So go ahead and come to the back of your mat. All right, similar to yesterday, think about how we had our heels together, our toes are out, okay? Our knees are externally rotated. From here, your hands can be on your hips here to begin. We're just going to start off with simple squats just to get some movement here on our mat, warming it up with that body. Go ahead and drop it down for that squat and then lifting it on up. Good. So you're dropping it down and then lifting and lengthening through the crown of your head. Okay. Squatting it down, lifting it on up. Good. Booty is tucked. Your rib cage is pulling in. You're not rounding it out too much like a cashew. Okay. It's going to be nice and tucked in. Beautiful. Dropping it down, lifting it on up. I love these because they actually low-key strengthen your ankles. Okay. Dropping it down, lifting it on up. Gaze is up at the front of your mat or in front of you. You don't want to be looking down at your toes. Notice how if I'm looking down at my toes, see where my neck is? I'm getting that hump in the back of my neck. I want to be able to lift it on up. Okay, roll the shoulders out of your neck here. Good. From here, you're going to begin to squat it down and then bring those feet parallel, and then go ahead and give me a nice little squat, bring those feet out wide, giving me another squat. So just shifting in those feet as you go ahead and squat it on down. Good. Feet are parallel, squat it on down, exteriorly rotated, squatting it on down. Good. Give me 8. Good. We're warming up that body here. Good. Give me 7. Give me 6. Give me 5. 4, 3, feet are going to be parallel in 2. This next one, feet stay in parallel, stay low. Little tiny pulses down and up, little tiny pulses down and up. Good, just warming up those glutes. Now, can you go ahead and bring those hands, reaching them above those heads? Good, so dropping it down, lifting it on up. Good. Excellent work here. Good, give me 5. 4, you're going to bring those hands back by those rib cages, coming up to those heels, and then extending it out long into. This next one, go ahead and bring those hands by your rib cages, lifting up those heels, sending it out long. Go ahead and brush them past, sending it out long. Good. Squeeze, release. Good. Warming up that heart here, getting that body all warmed up. Good. 8, 7, 6, 5. Those heels are going to be lifted in 4, 3, 2. This next one, hold it here. Heels are up and lifted. Little tiny pulses down and up. Good for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it with those heels lifted, reaching those arms above. Good. We're going to brush those hands back by those rib cages. Drop those heels. Lift everything up as you send those arms above those heads. Drop, lift, drop, lift, drop, lift, drop, lift for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it here. Heels are lifted. Little tiny pulses one last time for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Shake it on out. Arms come down by your sides. Go ahead and brush them back behind those legs, bringing those hands and palms down towards the mat. Lifting it up, one right and then one left heel here. Good. Little fuzzies on my mat. Lift it on up. One right and one left with those heels. Good. In 4. You're going to walk it on out. In 3. In 2. This next one, begin to walk it on out to a nice high plank here. Okay. You're up and lifted here. Hold it. Good. From here, you're going to begin to drive that right knee up to your chest, sending it back behind you, right side only. Drive that right knee up to your chest, sending it back behind you. Good. We're just warming up that core. We're going to drop it down, but before we drop it down, we're going to go into that left foot, driving that left knee into that chest. In 4, 3, 2. This next one, tuck those right toes. Begin to drive that left knee up to that chest, send it on back. Drive it on up, send it back. Good. Squeeze it in, extend. Squeeze it in, extend. Good for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. This next one, send it back behind you. Go ahead and drop it down into those knees. Find a nice child's pose, because I want you to go ahead and grab onto one weight, maybe both weights, whatever feels good for you, okay? From here, you're going to come down onto your forearm here. All right. Actually, let's go ahead and come on up. Let's come on up. Let's stay down on our forearm. I like that better, okay? So you're down on your forearm, but you're not sinking it down into the shoulder. You're lifting it on up. Your chest is nice and open, okay? All right. From here, you're going to begin then to have those knees together, those toes together, all right? From here, you're going to have that weight down in front of you, because we're going to incorporate it in just a second. All right, you're going to go ahead and lift up those hips for like an assisted side plank. Good. And then you're going to drop those hips back down to the mat. All right, go ahead and lift them on up and then slowly come down. Good. So those feet are in line with those glutes. You're lifting it on up and then slowly coming back down. Good. I needed to find my footing. Good. Lifting it on up and then slowly coming back down. Now with that weight, you're going to rest it on top of that left thigh here. You're going to lift up those hips and then drop them back down. Good. So you're in that assisted side plank here. Good. Just like those hip dips, but we're going to add on from here. Get that heart rate going. Good. And lift it on up, slowly dropping it on down. Good. For 4, for 3, for 2. This next one here, you're going to go ahead and lift it on up, lifting up that left knee up towards the ceiling. Good. And then you're going to slowly come back down, bringing that left knee down to meet that right, and then dropping down those hips. All right. When you're ready, go ahead and meet me there, lifting up that left knee, and then slowly coming back down to the mat. Good. You've been here before, lifting it on up, slowly coming back down to the mat. Good. Gaze is down if you need it, okay? I don't want you sinking it down into that shoulder. Beautiful. Give me 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. This next one, you're going to drop it down with those hips. You're going to reach that right arm above those heads. All right, from here, you're going to do the same motion that we did with that lower body. The only thing that changes is that left arm is reaching up towards the ceiling the entire time. Lifting it on up, slowly dropping it back down. Good. Lifting it on up, slowly coming back down. Good. Give me 4, 3, 2. This next one, you're going to lift it on up. Go ahead and extend that leg, dropping that left leg down onto the mat here. Find your footing here. Good. From here, you're going to bend in that left elbow, reaching it on up to the ceiling. Good. Dropping it down, lifting it on up. Good. In 8. You're going to hold it on up. In 7. In 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. This next one, go ahead and press it on up. Go ahead and begin to find that footing. You're going to drive that bottom knee to your chest and then dropping it back down to your mat. Good. You're not here for long. All right. Drive that right knee to your chest, dropping it down. Good. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. This next one here, hold it here. Go ahead and lift up that left leg. Good. Tiny little lift up and down. Tiny little lift up and down. Good. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. This next one, can you drop it on down, rotating and parallel those arms and those hips down to the mat? I'm falling off my mat. I'm going to flip it on over that left leg is still high. So you're down on your forearms, okay? That weight was in your left hand. You can place it in between those palms here. All right, begin to tap the mat down, lifting it on up. Okay, good. Dropping it down, lifting it on up. Good. So you're down on your forearms, okay? Giving that right shoulder a nice little break, lifting it on up, but not for long. Good. Lifting it on up, slowly tapping it down. Good, and lifting it on up, slowly tapping it down. Good. Give me 8 more. We're gonna add on, give me 7, give me 6, give me 5, 4, 3, 2. This next one, you're gonna hold it on up with that left leg extended in front of you. Good. Can you pop it on up to that right palm and then that left palm? All right, so now your shoulders are stacked above those wrists, okay? From here, now breathe. Your hips should remain parallel. From here, now we're gonna go ahead and twist it on over to the right-hand side. Okay, you're gonna drop down that left knee over top of that right. You're gonna send that weight a little bit forward, okay? So you're kind of like an assisted side plank with those hips on over to the right-hand side. You're gonna inhale, and then you're gonna exhale, send those hips back behind you. All right, so those knees are stacked over top of each other, okay? That left knee is over top of that right. You're gonna ripple it back on up to that nice assisted side plank here. Hips are down over to the right-hand side. You're gonna give me a nice push-up. Inhale, exhale as you press. Send those hips down towards those heels, rippling it on up. Good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. This next one, as you exhale, press it on up, reaching that left arm above those heads. Go ahead and drop down those hips down to the mat, lifting it on up. Go ahead and drop down those hips, lifting it on up. Good. For 4, for 3, 2. This next one is you go ahead and lift up those hips. Can you reach that left leg along? Good. And then drop it down with those hips, bending back in with that left leg. Extend everything out long, dropping it down. Good. 8, 7, 6. You're going to hold up that left leg and left arm in 5, 4, 3, 2. This next one, hold it on up here, hold it here. A little tiny lift up and down, little tiny lift. Good. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and come back down with that left palm. Find your footing on the mat. Go ahead and parallel those hips down to the mat. Good. From here, you're going to get me a nice lift and lower with that left leg, lowering it down, lifting it on up. Good. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. This next one, lift it on up with that left leg. Go ahead and give me a nice tiger curl in, bending in that left knee to that chest and lengthening it out long. Good. Bending it in, lengthening out long. Good. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. This next one is you go ahead and bend it in, step that foot through. All right, now from here, you're gonna go ahead and begin to grab on to that weight back again in that left palm, all right? So you're in that 90-90 lunge. Go ahead and begin to bring that weight to that shoulder here. All right, lifting it on up here. Bring that right hand to your hip. From here, you're gonna tuck those right toes. From here, you're gonna begin to lift it on up for that nice arabesque lunge, reaching that left arm above those heads and then dropping it back down to the mat. Good. Reaching it above, dropping it down. Good. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, reach that arm above here. Good. Begin to lift it on up with that right leg as you brush past those bodies with those left arms. Good. Excellent, excellent work. Begin to reach that left arm back in front of you, stepping it back with that right foot back down onto your mat. Okay, as you sweep that left hand back behind those rib cages, find your balance, lift it on up with those right legs here, lowering it down, reaching everything out long, and then brushing it past as you lift and lengthen. Good, give me 4, 3, 2. This next one, hold it here if you can. Good, hold it here. Little tiny lift up and down with that right leg. 4, 3, 2. This next one, find your footing back on the back foot of that right leg, reaching that left arm long. Can you reach your right arm long? Can you flip the palm so that that right palm now has that weight? Good. Excellent, excellent work. From here, you're going to drop it down within that right knee. You're going to switch out those feet. Send that right foot forward, okay? Left hand is going to be on that left hip. You're going to tuck those back toes. From here, you're going to have a nice arabesque lunge forward. Reach that right arm above those heads so that it's in line with those right ears, dropping it down. Good. Pressing it on up, dropping it back down. Good. In 6, you're going to hold it there. In 5, in 4, 3, oh my Lanta, and 2, Pilates is torture. Last one, hold it here. Good. Now, as you go ahead and brush back behind you with those right arms, you're going to begin to lift and lengthen with those left legs behind you, okay? Good. From here, you're going to go ahead and brush back by that body with the right hand as that left foot drops down to the mat. Good. Brushing that right arm back, lifting and lengthening with that left leg behind you. Good. In 4. You're going to hold it there. In 3. In 2. Good. I want one more here. Reach that right arm long above those heads. Go ahead and brush it back behind you as you lift and lengthen that left leg behind you. Hold it here. Little tiny lift up and up and up and up. For 4, for 3, for 2. This next one, go ahead and find your footing, reaching that right arm above those heads, dropping it down to that left knee. Excellent, excellent work. From here, you're going to go ahead and drop it down with those arms, dropping that weight down to the side here on your mat. You're going to begin to send that right leg back behind you as you open up those hips here. All right. Hips are begin at parallel, all right? So you begin to tap the mat down and then lifting it on up. Good. Tap the mat down, nice and controlled, and then lifting it back on up. Good. Oh my goodness, I am shaking here on the mat today. Good. It must be all of the challenges that we've been doing together. Each and every single day you show up and show out. You surprise yourself from trying something new on your mat here today. Good. In 4, in 3, in 2. This next one, you're going to hold it out long to the right-hand side. You're going to begin to go ahead and drop those hips on over to the left, bringing that right knee over top of that left. I'm going to go ahead and flip it on over to the other side of my mat. That way you guys can see me, okay? From here, those knees are going to be stacked over top of each other, okay? Your hips are really over to the left-hand side here. All right, from here, you're going to go ahead and have a nice big inhale as you drop the gaze down. Exhale as you press it on up. Inhale as you drop the gaze. Exhale, pressing it on up. Good. Going right back into it. Give me 4. Give me 3. Give me 2. This next one, exhale, press it on up. Good. Holding those hips on over to the left-hand side. You're going to reach that right arm above, dropping those hips on down to the mat, lifting them on up. Good. Dropping them down, lifting them on up. Good. For 4, for 3, for 2. This next one, as you lift everything on up, go ahead and extend that right leg long, and then go ahead and drop down those hips so right leg stays long. Good. Lift everything on up, slowly lowering it back down. Good for 4, for 3, for 2. This next one, hold everything up high and lifted here. Good. Little tiny lift up and down. Little tiny lift. Good for 4, for 3, for 2. This next one, begin to lower down that right knee, bringing that right hand back down to the mat here, all right? So from here, you're gonna go ahead and extend that right leg long. Once again, sorry, right leg long stays long, okay? You're gonna square off those hips down towards the mat. All right, now from here, remember, we're gonna go ahead and drop it down with those right legs and then lifting it on up. Good. Dropping it down, lifting it on up. Good. We're almost there. After this, we're going to go ahead and drop down to that left forearm, okay? Beautiful job. In 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Oh my goodness, I am shaking. Full body shake. In 2. This next one, hold it here. Good. From here, you're going to begin to drop it down to that left forearm, really dropping it down to those hips with those left knees. Good. So that right leg is long here. All right. Begin to grab on to that weight here. All right. Dropping it down with those right legs, holding onto that weight here, reaching it above those heads. Good. From here, you're going to begin to drop down that right elbow down to that rib cage, pressing it on up. Dropping it down, pressing it on up. Good. Dropping it down, pressing it on up. We're just warming up that shoulder here once more on the right hand side, warming it on up with that left because we're going to about to really start and embrace the shake here. Good. In 4, 3, 2. This next one, find your footing here. You're going to begin to lift up those hips from the mat here. Hold it here. Hold it. Good. Find your footing with your right leg. You're going to begin to drive that left knee to your chest, dropping it back on down. Drive that left knee to your chest, dropping it back on down. Good. For 4. You're not here for long. Give me 3. Give me 2. This next one, dropping it down. Go ahead and begin to bend in that right knee, making sure that those knees are once again stacked. You're going to drop those hips down to the mat and then lifting them on up. Good. Drop them down, lift them on up. Good. Drop them down, lift them on up. Good. 4. You're going to go ahead and begin to lower down that arm that has that weight, that right hand, down onto those right thighs. Into this next one is you begin to lift up those hips, reaching that right knee high up to the ceiling, lowering it back down, dropping down those hips. Good. Find your footing. Make sure that you come out of that shoulder, lifting it on up, lowering it down, lifting it up, lowering it down. Good. You guys got it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. This next one, hold it up right here. Hold it here. Good. Reach that right arm with that weight above that head. Good. And begin to lower down that right knee down to that left. Begin to lower down that right hand down to the mat. Lower, losing that weight. Begin to drop those hips down to the mat. Lift them on up. Drop, lift, drop, lift. Good for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Lower it down with those hips. Excellent, excellent work. Oh my goodness. I feel like I just got hit by, I feel like Regina George getting hit by the bus. Like I just don't know what happened. I completely just like, I don't know, took my breath away. Whew. Oh my goodness. All right. From here, I kick my own booty. All right, so from here, you're going to come to the back of your mats. You're going to come back on up standing. All right. So from here, we're going to go ahead and keep those heels back together. Toes are apart. You're going to begin to drop it down and then lift it back on up. Good. Dropping it down, lifting it on up. Good. For 4. You're not here for long. For 3. For 2. This next one, hold it down low. Hold it down low. Little tiny pulses down and up. Little tiny pulses down and up. Good. Gaze is out in front of you. Breathe. Yes, you can. Yes, you will. You're almost there. I have faith in you. I cannot do it for you, but I can always do it with you here. I feel and I know the exact same thoughts that are going through your head. I have them too. I am not a robot. I feel it just as much as you. Good. It never gets any easier. In 3. In 2. This next one, go ahead and reach those arms above those heads. Arms come down by those sides. This is the final finisher. Begin to walk it on out to a nice high plank. Okay, we were here before. Okay, round 2. All right, now from here, you're going to drive that right knee into that chest. Go ahead and drive that right knee on over to that left elbow. Come back center, step it on back. Good, right side only. Drive it into that chest. Over to that left elbow, center, step it back. Center, left, center, step it back. Center, left, center, back. Give me 4, 3, 2. This next one, you're going to hold it on over to the left elbow, squeeze it in, and in, and in, and in. Good for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. This next one, come back center, step it on back. Let's get into that left side. Drive that left knee up, step it on back. Good. Up. Send it back. Good. Send it up. Now let's go over to that right elbow. Center. Step it back. Center. Right. Center. Back. Good. Center. Right. Center. Back. Good for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's go ahead and hold it on over to the right. Hold it here for pulses. Good for 10, 9, 8. Yes, you can. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Come back center. Step it on back. Downward facing dog. Refine your breath. Oh my goodness. That was so challenging. All right. So lifting it up, one right and one left. I am shaking. Good. Beautiful job here. Give me 4. Give me 3. Give me 2. Last one. Begin to walk it halfway into your mat. Begin to walk those hands halfway in. Just letting that body hang here in that forward fold. Good. Just letting that upper body just hang here. Decompressing that spine. It feels really good in that back, especially with all that twisting that we've been doing these past couple of days, especially in this class today for day 14. 2 weeks, baby. All right, slowly begin to roll it up one vertebrae at a time. From here, you're going to give me a nice wide stance, okay? Toes are pointed out in front, or actually, let's go ahead and point them on out to the side. All right, so you're going to sink that weight down into that right knee to begin. That left leg stays long. Good. From here, can you go ahead and reach that left hand over to that right? Can you open up that chest now to the right-hand side? Just giving it a nice twisted stretch here in that spine. Good. Maybe dropping it down a little bit back. I am shaking. Good. And then go ahead and come back center. Send that weight on over to the left foot. Reaching that right hand on over to the left foot. Opening up that chest. Reaching that right arm on over above that head. Good. And 4. Feeling that nice inner thigh stretch. And 2. This next one, come back center with those hands. Begin to tiptoe those feet back in towards each other, letting that spine just hang here. It feels so good. Feels so good. Feeling that stretch. Oh, my Atlanta. Good. And when you're ready, you can slowly begin to roll it on up one vertebrae at a time. Good. From here, you have 2 breaths, and then you're out of here. Okay? Go ahead and take a nice big inhale here. reaching those arms up above those heads. Good. Leaning it over to the right and to the left. Letting it on out. Last and final one. Go ahead and take a nice big deep breath in. Those palms come together up at the top. Exhale as you bring it down to heart center. Excellent, excellent job today. Thank you guys so much for joining me for day 14 of my 21-day Pilates challenge. Guys, this was not an easy class whatsoever. It definitely got that heart rate up. As we continue on through the challenge, I'm going to be throwing some awesome spicy moves your way. You guys should be so proud of the work that you've been doing, and I cannot wait to see you back here on the mat for day 15 of my 21-day Pilates challenge. Until then, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening, day, whatever time of day that you're watching this, and I'll see you next time. Bye.